So Zaya Wade has officially been granted name and gender change. We got to really have a serious conversation about this, okay? A serious conversation. Now, y'all notice I didn't play the clapping emoji because I'm going to be honest about this. I can't clap over something like this. I'm going to read to you from page 6. And I already have my opinions made. I'm going to definitely add onto it. But I found out about this last night. So it reads from page 6. Dwayne Wade's trans daughter, Zaya, granted legal name gender change. It's a happy day in the Wade household as Dwayne's transgender daughter, Zaya, has been granted an official name and gender change. On Friday, a Los Angeles County judge signed off on the new legal identity for the 15-year-old, according to TMZ, after her, in quotations, proud father, in quotation, first petitioned the court in August 2022. The teenager is now legally female, and her full legal name is Zaya Malachi Aramis Wade. Zaya, whom Dwayne shares with ex-wife Siobhan Funches, came out as trans in February 2020. The retired NBA star and Funches, who divorced in 2010 after 8 years of marriage, had different opinions on how to handle the matter. The athlete, 41, has consistently advocated for Zaya's right to live more comfortably and honestly in all aspects of her life. While Funches, also 41, has accused her ex of pressuring their child to move forward with the name and gender change in order to capitalize on financial opportunities. Dwayne called the claims nonsensical in a November 2022 filing, added, while it certainly would have been preferable for Zaya's mother to be supportive of this important part of Zaya's journey, Zaya should not be forced to put her life on hold while she waits for Siobhan to acknowledge and accept her truth. He went on to explain how the requested amendments to Zaya's identity would act in her best interest. From simple introductions and food orders to applying for a driver's license and filling out college applications. But Funches, who used her daughter's dead name of Zion in her opposition, claimed she wanted Zaya to wait to make the change herself when she turned 18. I'm very disappointed that Funches continuously finds ways of censoring herself and her needs without regard to her children, the basketball player penned on social media in response. He calls his ex, with whom he also shares 21-year-old son Zaire, an absent parent, who allegedly did not reach out to Zaya's teachers, doctors, and therapists about her purported concerns. Claims Funches insisted were completely untrue. Dwayne went on to write that he and wife Gabrielleunion, who are parents to 4-year-old daughter Kavia, would never force Zaya or any of the children to do anything against their will, much less force an identity on them. In his initial request, Dwayne noted he had full authority to proceed without Funches' consent, as he's had sole custody since 2011, but that she has been told as a courtesy. He is also dad to 9-year-old son Xavier, whom he co-parents with Asia Matoya. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't agree with this at all. And I want you to hear me out. I have nothing against trans individuals, trans people. But a child is a child. Let the child figure out and wait until they're an adult. The problem with this whole situation is that legally now, there's Zaya. Zaya is in the public eye. So all of this is playing out for the whole world to get a glimpse at. We're not seeing everything, but we're seeing a part. We're seeing, like, you could say 25% of it. And that is because we have been, I don't want to say subjected, but we have basically been sort of, it's been advertised. When we're on our phones, when we're on TV, when we're, and then reading the papers, the blogs. Instagram has been advertised. Do I think that Zion was forced to become Zaya? No. Do I think that Zion was influenced to become Zaya? Yes. Do I think that Gabby and Dwayne's actions influenced him or influenced Zaya to, explore transgenderism and then identify with it as their true self? Yes. I'm going to break it down. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, they don't have boundaries. It is not okay for a woman to write a book and let the world know that she performs grocery eating on her husband. Okay? You don't think that child was picking up on that and hearing this? If the world is hearing it, they are hearing it as well. Because I'm going to be real with you. You may not be able to call him a she, but you also can't call him a he. Because look, he's in full, oh God, they're in full garb now. Okay? That's why I say they. You can't have a person who's not raised by their mother influencing them and, modeling with them on Instagram when he has a mother who doesn't agree with it. And it does have to do with her being a Christian. And also, she's the woman who gave birth to Zion. He will always be her son in her mind. Then you have Dwayne, who I believe is gay on the low. And I believe that he's living vicariously through Zaya, because Zaya has more guts to do this than Dwayne. Dwayne paints his toes and his nails. This is about, I couldn't be who I wanted to be and explore. So I'm allowing my son to do it. How do we know that that's not the real reason why him and Siobhan broke up? He couldn't be himself. He was a star player. And in 2006, he won an NBA championship with Shaquille O'Neal, the Miami Heat. What if he's always, wanted to explore his gender, never mind sexuality, but his gender, but he wasn't allowed to do it? And what if Siobhan found out and it drove her crazy? And then he met someone like Gabby, who is basically into, exploring sexuality and gender roles. How do we know that? And then let's go back to Zaya. Zaya is 15. Children change their minds a lot. How do we know that in 10 years, Zaya will still identify as Zaya and not Zion again? You understand? Children, particularly teenagers, they change their minds. They change their minds about what they want to be when they grow up and what they want to do as a profession. They go back and forth. This is why I say it's not healthy. Now, if Zaya was 18, 20, then I say, okay, fine. An adult, more grounded, more has a sense of themselves. But 15, no. So, in my conclusion, I feel that Dwayne, not even so much Gabby, but I feel Dwayne is pushing this more so. And the financial opportunities is a very valid point because, Zaya has a deal with a modeling contract with Tiffany's. And that's money to be used to basically pay for Zaya's, education. Or if Zaya doesn't want to go to college, maybe Zaya will be a model. Because I believe that Zaya is going to be a model. Or Zaya is going to, be a correspondent, go into fashion school. And Zaya models very well when Zaya is in female garb. But Zaya is 15. And the thing about transgenderism is that the thing I have, a concern with Zaya is that Zaya dresses like a grown woman. Zaya doesn't dress like a 15-year-old kid a lot of times. Like, I've seen 15-year-old, I'm going to be honest with you, 15, 16-year-old transgender females. They dress like teenage girls. Zaya is dressing very grown. And to be honest, Zaya is still finding themselves. Finding himself. And Dwayne is so proud. Like, I'm gonna post a photo. Dwayne is proud. Dwayne is more proud than Zaya. Dwayne is more happy than Gabby. And I think that's what's making a lot of people mad about it. But I'm going to say this in all honesty. I do wish Zaya the best. Don't have nothing against Zaya at all. Whatever Zaya's life at the end of the day. And, hopefully Zaya, I want to see a happy ending for Zaya. That's the thing I think is most important. I do want to see a happy ending of all of this. I don't want to see, 10 years later, something bad because of this. I want to see a happy ending, regardless of whether Zaya stays Zaya or Zaya becomes Zion again. And I think that's a fair assessment. Whether you disagree with me or not, I just want happiness for Zaya, for them as a person. Whether they, figure out, I'm no longer trans, or they figure out I'm trans, honey, and I'm proud of who I am. Or they're just like, I'm just a person. And with that being said, I'm signing off. Thank you for listening and tuning in. I know some people will disagree. I know some people will agree. I know some people will be like, I'm tired of the bullshit that's going on in our community. Then you got some people that's be like, hey, Zaya is free to do whatever she wants to do with her life. It's her body, it's her choice. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about this story. Comment, like, share, and if you haven't done so, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I will be back later. Take care.